How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. Also, make sure to head over to Twitch and follow me there at Douglas447 so you guys don't miss out on the streams that I do there. I cover Halo, Destiny, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and a bunch of other awesome content, and we're going to, of course, be talking about The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 4, The Siege. Before we dive into the positives and negatives of this review video, I want to let you guys know that I am still going to be planning on reviewing the last of Season 2 here of The Mandalorian with Episodes 5, 6, and 7, and 8 all confirmed. I'm going to have some family stuff coming up in the next few weeks. So those review videos, they're going to kind of get pushed to the side because I have a very emergency-like family situation that I am currently dealing with. So just let you guys know, I'm still going to be pumping out some other videos that I have backlogged. So I'll be releasing those for you guys. So there's still more content for you guys to enjoy in the next several weeks. But my reviews of 5, 6, 7, and 8 of Season 2 for this show are going to have to be put on the back burner, and I will release those as soon as I can for you guys. With that, let's talk about positives and negatives. This, of course, for The Siege, and it's about 39 minutes long, and it was cool to finally still have the ability to skip the recap. This episode has a lot of great action-like moments and jokes. Several characters from Season 1 return, like Cara Dune, Grief, and that blue fish guy that got put into carbonite at the beginning of Season 1, Episode 1. Baby Yoda still remains cute as ever. And I love that scene where Mando is talking with Baby Yoda. It was just super funny when they're trying to repair the Razor Crest. We get to see some interesting aliens and several that we've already seen from the original trilogy. I also love the scene where Baby Yoda uses the Force to grab these cookies that are on this other student's desks. And he eats the cookies after he uses the Force. I just love that. The sound design in this episode, fabulous. Loved it, especially for the speeders and the blasters. It just added an extra layer of Star Wars add another layer of Star Wars. I can't talk right now, I'm sorry. Love seeing Grief, Dune, and Mando team up again along with Bluefish Guy in order to siege and take out the last Imperial base on the planet Navarro. We get a bunch of Easter eggs, especially ones relating to Star Wars Rebels, the TV show, and Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope. Like, you know, the reactor and everyone talking, and there's this, you know, that scene in Star Wars New Hope where Luke and Leia are swinging across this open gap from one platform to another on the Death Star. Well, they kind of make some references to that, and I loved it. I love the speeder chase scene also towards the end, and it felt a lot like the Millennium Falcon versus TIE Fighters from Episode 4 as well, but a lot more violent. I just loved it. Then the ending finale of combat showed off that the fact that the Razor Crest isn't just a transport vehicle. It actually has guns. And I love seeing Mando flight control. I do all these really crazy turns and twists with the Razor Crest. It just shows that he knows how to pilot that ship really well for combat. And the gun sound of the boom, 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 boom. I'm just like, I love it. For negatives, though, there are a few I need to discuss. First of all, the Mandalorian ends up leaving Baby Yoda at a school that has no aliens in it. They're all human beings, which to me signals that this school is controlled somewhat by the Empire, because the Empire hates all alien species. Doesn't matter what you are, they don't like aliens. So the Mandalorian kinda, in my mind, left Baby Yoda at Imperial school, which kind of makes him stupid. Just saying. This episode also doesn't really connect to the past 3 episodes. It feels out of place. Like, we get the first one with the Marshal, then we get the second one with those Ice Spiders and the New Republic X-Wings, then we get last ones with Bo-Katan, and then we get this one, and I'm like, this episode just feels out of place. Like, this one I felt like should have been like episode 1 or 2, just because of what's going on, and especially the ending with Moff Gideon. You're like, really weird how they have these episodes laid out for this season. It just feels disconfigured, and you're like, okay. And then lastly, for negatives, there's really no answers as to why the Empire wants Baby Yoda or its blood. And the ending shot with Moff Gideon and these looks like clones or super soldiers or droids or whatever. You're not even clear on what's going on at the end of this episode. You're like, why do they want Baby Yoda? Like, they keep bringing up this fact that the Empire wants Baby Yoda and its blood is very important. And I'm like, why? There's no explanation. Explain why the Empire wants Baby Yoda. Don't tell us that, oh, we need Baby Yoda and his blood because he's special. I just give us a actual reasoning behind it, please. And I hope future episodes do explain that. Overall, guys, this honestly was the weakest episode that I have seen. It had a lot of awesome action, but not a lot of character development, not a lot of new things. It did feel like a trip down memory lane with a lot of Easter eggs and references to past Star Wars stuff that we've seen. I mean, nothing in this episode wowed me. Nothing in this episode stood out to me all that much except for like the Razor Crest in the finale. I'm watching the episode and I was watching it with friends and family and I'm like, why? This episode just, it feels boring and it feels not only out of place, like I've just said, but it also kind of gets into the territory of feeling like filler. Like it's literally the middle ground of this season and it's the lead into part for what's coming next. Also, if you guys were wondering with the past episode with Bo-Katan and her referencing Ahsoka Tano is not in this episode, and I didn't think she was going to be. A lot of people are like, oh, Ahsoka Tano's coming in the next episode! And I'm like, it's not going to happen. He's going to go get his ship fixed on Navarro, and we're going to have a little, Mandalorian and Baby Yoda adventure trip. And I'm just like, yeah, it's not happening. Also, something I want to add in really quick. It has nothing to do with this episode specifically. It has to do with the whole season so far. Is that it seems that anytime the Mandalorian goes on these really high dangerous missions, whether it be with Bo-Katan or Dune and Greef, he's getting to a point where the Mandalorian doesn't want Baby Yoda around with him on these dangerous assignments. And I'm like, the baby can use the Force. He shouldn't be put to the sideline. He should be able to help you. In my mind, the Mandalorian is like Batman, and then Baby Yoda is like Robin, where Robin is like a helpful sidekick. And that's what the show should be doing, but I feel like they keep pushing Baby Yoda to the sidelines, and I get the show is called The Mandalorian, not the Baby Yoda show. But I'm like, you have a character that's super cute and adorable. Everyone loves him, and he can use the Force. Why are you pushing him to the sidelines? I just find that really bizarre and weird to me. With that, guys, though, I'm going to give this episode, Season 2, Episode 4, The Siege, a 7 out of 10. Look forward to the reviews of 5, 6, 7, and 8 coming out hopefully very soon as my family drama and family emergency stuff winnows down. Appreciate all of you guys for watching. You guys all have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.